I've got an improv set for you. Ready?
Yeah.
It's a TV set, two hosts,
Yeah.
and a zoomed-in guest who's famous for improv comedy. Ready? Go.
Okay. His name is Colin Mochrie.
Okay.
And he's going to be here in March, and he's here to talk about his show. Colin, thank you so much for joining us on the Morning Mix.
And scene. Good job.
That wasn't really funny, though.
Well, that was true. Hi, Colin.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, very well, because, well, how many Whose Line Is It Anyways have I watched?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe in the thousands.
In the thousands?
I don't know if they made that many, but it feels like I've seen so many of these shows, and now we get to see you live in action. Tell us about what you're bringing our way.
We'd like to say it's like a live version of Whose Line, but without the dead weight. You know, so everything starts with a suggestion from the audience. We do scenes. We have audience members on stage with us for about 80% of the show. It's just wild, wacky fun.
Wow. So, I mean, audience participation obviously plays a big role. Are people going to be, you know, on the spot a bit?
We take care of the people we bring up because they're part of the show, and we want them to be as comfortable as possible to give us stuff that we want. So well, I'm very kind. Brad's a bit of it. Anyway, they're all
I'm loving this interview just because, I mean, just the dead weight comment from the beginning is making me love this. When it comes to Brad, let's talk about this relationship. I mean, he's coming with. Talk about this working relationship you two have.
Yeah, this is our 22nd year, I think, touring. So we're still good, I guess. It's kind of like a sibling relationship, actually. He's like the young, irritating brother. I'm the older, wiser one. What I love about Brad is he takes care of all the details because he's one of those people. Bit of a control freak, where I'm kind of there just to make sure he doesn't have a stroke.
Well, I hope, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you have the credentials for that, but, you know, talk about what life is like on the road. You guys touring all over the place. It probably adds an extra special dynamic, right?
It's nice because every place we go to has, you know, different history, different points of view. We've added something to our show now where we do a musical tribute to the city that we're playing in, which is great because only one of us can actually sing. So it makes it really interesting.
and it's a duet.
Yeah, exactly.
When it comes to what I love the name of the actual tour is so on point. Asking for trouble, right? Because you ask the audience, and sometimes, well, there's trouble. Have you had any type of thing thrown at you where you just didn't know what to do with it?
Oh, always. But the beauty of the improv world is whatever we say immediately becomes true. Even if it's way off base, because we're in control of the stage, we're making up everything. You know, we've had things like there was a guy sitting in the front row once dressed as a horse. There was no reason for it. It wasn't Halloween. There was no horse-related holiday. We brought him up on stage and we improvised with him. Nobody mentioned he was dressed as a horse. It's like that happened. They help you keep on your toes. They sharpen you. It's all fun.
So yeah, audience plays a very big role. You know, tell us why you decided to come and take the show on the road, and why you keep going. I mean, because you got the younger sidekick holding you up on stage, or what?
What?
Well, he's not that much younger.
Well, you were throwing him under the bus, and he wasn't here to defend himself, so I had to throw that out for him.
He does not need anyone defending him. So what I love about it is, as I said, we've been doing this for 22 years. So every show is different. Every show is an opening and closing show for that audience. No one will ever see that show again. So unlike rock groups where we have to play our greatest hits every week, it's different. And it keeps us involved and excited. Every audience, as I say, is different. So we get different input. We're constantly working so that when I say work, it's not real, but the only kind of work we do on this is trying to get suggestions from the audience that we've never heard before and couching it in such a way that the audience actually has to work a little. They're just not throwing out gynecologist every time we ask for a
Right. So I get it. You know what?
I love that.
Just the type of person that you just want to have a drink. I mean, he didn't have to do a show. He could just come here, sit in a bar, and I'd be like, I'd pay $20 just to sit in the room and chat with him, because the stories that he must have. Asking for Trouble, March 6th. I'm getting my tickets today.
I know you need to be there.
I
on stage,
really do.
right?
This is my wheelhouse for comedy. I love this genre. Forest Hills Fine Arts Center, 7 p.m. Of course, you got yourself a classic right there. I mean, it's Colin. You've been watching him on TV. Come see him in person. Oh yeah, Brad's coming too. Tickets $36 to $60 at FHFineArtsCenter.com for more. Thanks for the time, Colin.
Thank you so much for having me.